Minimum kwako PM ewo global info analytics Musah Danquah oni Paul Adam Ochere edinkomo na wacheche semu 2024 election no nipa kura na nko betimi awene pa ediama NPP wabonidi ewo hono se na Kennedy akompreko Agyapong se nka wono ene the candidate edima NPP dia ene nka election no nka omo betimi awene wachirem adekronti a o ka asem no na 2028 the next election no why anyway so lead NPP ye nanim say ye global info analytics coming into 2024 election ope chese omo ye pu no mu stay to the ground na omo sticky with omo fat say NDC and John Dramani Mahama is coming back as the next president and the next government, a global info analytics. Musah Danquah, Edinkomo.
Reason they lost was because of the party's performance.
Those NPP people in Ashanti and Eastern who did not vote, what was they protesting against?
One, I think they were not happy with Nanado.
Nanado in particular?
Yes.
Was it tribal? In Eastern and Ashanti especially. Was it tribal?
Look, let me tackle this once and for all.
Yes, please.
You see, in this country, the dynamics or the demography of MPP voters are largely Akan.
Yes.
About 65% of MPP base are Akan. Now, you have an Akan base, but your candidate come from a different group. Right?
That's deep, eh?
Yes, that's deep. You will struggle to galvanize the accounts.
Why won't the accounts vote for another tribe candidate?
No, you see,
are they MPP because they are accounts, or they believe in the MPP's philosophy?
Look, there are people who are MPP because they are accounts. Simple as that.
They are MPP because they are
accounts. Yes. And if you look at what has happened, I mean,
they feel the MPP is their party.
Of course.
Okay. Whether in opposition or in government is their party.
I can't for party. I mean, we
they've
say
said
that.
They've said
I mean, actually, I've come from the same place, so I know what we say. So it is seen as account base. So when you give the accounts what they feel to be an alien to them, they are not galvanized, enthused by it.
And what is alien to them is determined by tribe.
Of course. You see, the only
will the accounts take a bono?
They're all accounts.
They consider bono as accounts?
Yes.
Kintampo?
Yes, they're all accounts.
So, Chibi, Achim Swedro.
They are all accounts.
Western region?
They are all accounts.
Parts of central region?
They are all accounts.
But that means you can do a double account ticket and win if you're MPP.
It's about numbers.
Yeah.
If you have to work out where the numbers
so
come
those
from.
MPP people who said that MPP is in trouble because they have moved away from their base, should we have listened to them?
Look, during the polling season, when we're polling, when you put an account candidate against Mahama, the gap shrinks.
Oh, that's interesting. Any account candidate?
Any account candidate.
Say Kennedy Agyapong.
In fact, Kennedy Agyapong was doing better than Baumia against Mahama.
Who?
And Kennedy Agyapong.
Or was doing better
against
Mahama than Baumia?
Yes. And then even when Alan was in the race, the same thing was applied.
Alan was doing better?
Yes.
So if Napo was the candidate number one, would it have made a difference? He comes from Menchia.
It could have been worse.
But you are saying Akan.
No.
Or about him in particular.
I mean, look, Napo's personality is different. So Akan, but even Akan didn't want him. He lost massively.
How didn't the MPP decision makers know that the Akans may not like Napo? How didn't they know?
I don't know. I don't know. But we came in later, and
so if the running mate was different, would it make a difference?
Yes.
MPP will still lose, but it will make a difference.
Yes.
If Kennedy Agyapong was a running mate, will it make a difference?
Absolutely yes.
Could they have made a difference in parliament as well?
Every number counts.
So, I mean, if Kennedy Agyapong is a candidate, the difference in presidential will come. But will it affect parliament?
If he was candidate, I don't think they would lost Asin Central.
Yes, I mean, straightforward, you can say that.
Yeah. So
at least for that one.
There are areas that he will have influence, and there are people who he would have galvanized to come out and vote.
What about the women? If Baumia had a female running mate, would it have made a difference?
No. For NDC, I would say that they don't rely so much or entirely on one particular religious group, because most accounts are Christians. And that's where the MPP disadvantage comes from. Because your base is an account, and accounts are almost 90% Christians. You are caught up in between the biggest religion and the biggest ethnic group. If you look at NDC, it's a fragmentation of group of people. Small here, small there. And the
so wotie Musah Danquah one po adomoche nkomo mudie no okomo etoa so ekirechire mu oko deep wo eye ne info ene chese ne stars a chese wa gather around eye Ghana no.
Religion doesn't play a big role in NDC. But for NPP it will, because the base is not fragmented.
I was expecting that polling stations that are dominantly Islam will vote for Muhammadu Bawumia.
No.
I called my reporters on at the close of votes in the 9th in Nima. NPP had lost heavier than they did in 2020. But what happened?
Look, I've always said, and people were not listening. I have the privilege of growing up in Zongo. Really, when I can, and I'm Muslim. So I know the dynamics of the Islam and the Muslim vote very, very well. It goes deep. NDC is not the Muslims that give the NDC the Muslim vote. It is the party. So whoever the party puts there will get the Muslim vote.
Why? Why do Muslims want to vote for the NDC?
It goes back to...
Is it the holiday?
No,
the Alhaji Mama Idrisu's work in PNDC?
No. It goes back to Nkrumah's time. Nkrumah's overthrow. 1969. The aliens compliance order.
Oh, that has gone beyond that.
Yes, but you think it's gone.
No, but Ali Mahama, who would have been part of the aliens compliance order, became vice president under Kufuor.
Absolutely. So if you realize that from Ali Mahama's time all the way to Mahama first, you know, NPP was attracting
Something.
Muslims, yes.
Yeah, it was coming a little bit. Yeah.
And when Akufo-Addo came, Akufo-Addo won, there was an increase in the Muslim.
Yes, because of the Zongo ministry and all of those things.
But 2019, they lost it.
Why?
You know,
What happened in 2019?
in 2019, there was issue about the Muslim students in some mission schools that were not allowed to fast and pray.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Under free SHS.
Yes. Well, education. I mean.
Yeah, general education. Yes.
And there were huge
Oh,
cries.
they were compelled to eat during the
They
Ramadan.
say health and safety issue. They were not allowed to fast. I mean, we've been fasting.
But were the Muslim community in this 2019 episode that you mentioned, which I've heard, were they also concerned that the vice president couldn't do anything about it?
Absolutely. He
I
was
heard
quiet.
that. I heard
He
that.
went quiet.
I heard that.
He went quiet. And that really did a big damage to him.
But we all heard that after the election.
No, maybe he wasn't prepared. We were telling him long time.
No, I was told that issue. And then I had a northern guy called me, a very good friend of mine, who is politically neutral, and told me that he voted for John Mahama. And I said, why? He said, my business. They spoiled my business. And I told your man, I went to his house. I said, Alhaji, he promised me that he would do it. I didn't hear anything. So I told my people to vote for John Mahama.
Look. He
When
was
the
really-
Muslim community and the Islam community feeling that the vice president did not really stand up enough for their interest,
And also, there were things that he was doing that the Muslims really
didn't like.
were put off. Yeah.
Like what? Communion.
The church going was really.
They didn't like it.
No.
But he hasn't stopped.
Well, that's why the votes didn't come.
No, but after the vote, he hasn't stopped.
And then, if he continues doing that, the vote will still be coming down.
So he should stop.
Absolutely.
He shouldn't show unity in religion.
That's not unity.
Diversity in your religion. Shouldn't show it.
I was baptized a Christian.
Yes.
My mother is a Presbyterian.
Yes.
I go to her church, do occasion programs, and leave.
You are a Muslim,
Yes.
so you go to the church
My mother program. I go to a church for program. I donate to a church.
and then you leave.
I leave.
You don't go as far as communion.
No, I mean, why should I do that?
But if you are the vice president and you visit a church,
I
you
will
can't
not-
leave.
No,
You have to speak.
No, look, speaking is what is much worshiping. He's be worshiping with them. And look, truth be told, people must tell him why he lost the Muslim vote.
I get the point. I understand
Yeah,
that. He must be told. He must be told.
Maybe people are just too timid to tell him the truth.
Maybe we don't know.
No, we don't know. Maybe he doesn't listen.
We assume that Ghanaians will like
No.
unity.
No, you see,
Unity in diversity.
That's not unity. Look.
So if I'm running for president
Why-
and I go to Muslim Friday,
why was
Christians
Ali,
will not be angry.
Why was Ali Muhammad not accused of the same thing?
He didn't do that. Ali didn't do that. Going to churches, he will donate, but he doesn't. He didn't do that.
That's the role of. I mean, his role was to show, go to events, take part.
Yeah, he did, but he won't go to church and do it.
I mean, look.
But that's because Bawumia was baptized a Methodist. That's what he said.
I was baptized a Christian, Presbyterian.
Yes.
So the same thing. I don't know what he does. Maybe I'm not vice president.
So
Yeah,
going
I'm
forward,
not-
he should stop.
Look, he should be who he is.
Muslim. No Christian, nothing.
No, you can go to event. You can take part event ceremonially, and you get. But taking handkerchiefs, dancing and jumping is not part of your Islamic religion.
He didn't jump. He was just dancing.
Paul, I mean, we don't want to be glossing about this thing. Let
the man
know
him. But it's very interesting.
It would have affected him among.
Jano any sama aye Musah Danquah any aye pardon moche Asia and comedy course so na Musah Danquah of Global Info Analytics were revealing and sembebre e wo hono no. Aha, Dowona TV chawade e wo comment section.